Welcome back. It's April 23rd, 2021, and I'm at the boat as you can see. I've been here for a few days, finishing up some projects, putting the sails up, or at least where the sails that I can put up. Going through the air conditioning and heating system, the central system. I replaced some of the ductwork there that was getting kind of dented up and crinkled. So I got that running. And I needed the heat. It's been going down into the 30s at night on the Chesapeake, which, granted, for winter that's normal, but late April it's getting a little bit unusual. I haven't been out sailing yet, but today's going to be a good day to get out. Up till now, I've been hampered by very high winds. In fact, this for the last 2 weeks, extremely high winds, small craft advisory, gale force winds, and that makes it, well, you might think like, well, you're a sailboat. Well, you like that? Well, yeah, I do like that. But getting out of the marina can be very difficult. I have to back out, which on this type of boat, a full keel boat, I don't have a tremendous amount of control. It's very, there's a particular way to do it. And even then, at best, it can go wrong really fast. So when the wind is blowing really hard, it's very difficult for me to get out of the slip. But today's going to be more of a moderate day. I think winds 12 to 15 knots with gusts maybe up to 20. So I should be able to get out. But what I've been working on is I got the mainsail up, and I still have to put in the reefing lines, but at least I got it hanked on before a storm blew through the other day. As I mentioned before, the head sail is not going to be able to be hoist. I talked to the marina owner who had talked to the rigger, and it's very unfortunate. He is so busy, which makes sense this time of year. They are usually very busy. He said the earliest he could get to something like this would be September. So I'll probably be without a head sail for quite some time. He did come and inspect it, and he thought maybe he could straighten out the aluminum extrusion foils. And it's like, I didn't talk to him personally, but talking to the marina owner, I really doubted whether you can do that. Aluminum, as a lot of you knows, is tricky. It bends, but if you try to straighten it, it cracks. If they try to cut the sections out, then my head sail is going to be too big, and it's a brand new head sail, so I don't want to. I mean, I wouldn't be able to use it because it furls around the foil. It doesn't roll up from the bottom. I can't shorten it. I would have to have it redone, and well, I'll wait a year rather than do that. So I'm waiting to see what he thinks he can do. He knows the unit is old and he can't get new foils or even replacement foils. I'm going to go on eBay and see what I can find. Maybe I can find some old. It's a manufactured by Hood, Hood, and I'm not even sure if they're in production anymore or if they're in business. But maybe if they are, maybe I can call them. Maybe they have something old in stock that they can point me to. Uh, Short of that, it would be a brand new head sail furler. And even then, when would I get that in? Because I'd have to rely on at least this one rigger. He wouldn't even be able to put a new one in until the fall. So anyway, I got my stay sail and the inner forestay rigged up. So I at least have something. It's not big, but at least I have something to help balance the boat. Like I said, today I'm going to head out and put everything to the test. I'm going to test out the anchoring because I haven't lowered or raised the anchor. I tested it over a few feet of chain to make sure it was wired right, but I'm going to really put that to the test, see what that can do. The only downside is it's not going to go above 50 degrees Fahrenheit today, so I'm going to be bundled up. It's going to be pretty cold outside, but it should be fun, and I'll film it. Okay. Well, listen. Thanks for coming back. You have a great day. my key got bent. I don't know if you can see that. It got bent and it's got a crack in it. So this is the next problem ready to hit. Try to start up the engine and warm it up. Maybe I can get out in half an hour. We got a full tank of gas. Sounds real good. This key actually comes out when it's running, which I am going to take out so I don't accidentally hit it and break it off. If I break it off in the on position, I can still cut the fuel off, stop the engine, but then I got to shut the battery switch off to kill the circuit. first of all, sorry for the wind noise. I'm setting up the anchor. I'm going to go into an anchorage that's pretty close to my marina. And I'm just going to go through this whole process of lowering the anchor, backing down on it, take a little break from the wind, and then I'll go through the process of putting it back up again. Oh, that worked pretty good. The anchor just has enough forward weight that when I put it down, it's enough to roll off the bow roller. That worked great. So I don't have a chain counter. So what I'm going to do is I'll just count in my head like the number of seconds to get to like 25 feet. Right now I have it at 25 feet, which is not much, but then I'm only in like, well, let's see, my depth is saying 4, add about 2 to that, and I'm at about 6 feet of water, and I draw almost 4 feet. So this area of the bay is actually a river. It's Bohemia River, and it's been slowly starting to silt up. Used to be the little bit of a channel. It's not really a marked channel, but it used to be, you know, 7 foot easy, and now it's getting down to 6 and 5 feet. So it's getting a little thin. I just got done putting the sail covers on while I was anchored here. So now I assume this will be the hard part, bringing the anchor up, since gravity always helps going down. So we'll see how this goes. for the first time bringing it up, that wasn't bad. It sure was a lot easier than hauling it up by hand. I tried to motor, you know, towards the chain slowly when I see a little bit of slack, and I hit the up button. Then when I got pretty close, I could see there was a lot of mud around the anchor, so obviously it was dragging. Tried to get as close to it as I could before I, you know, finally did the pull up, but there was a lot of mud on it, so I kept lowering it up and down to try to get some of the mud off. So normally with that much mud, yeah, that would have been pretty hard to pull up by hand. So I would say success, especially going into 10 to 15 knot wind by myself. So that was pretty good. Hopefully the second time, third, fourth time just gets a lot easier as I get a better system. Okay, thanks for watching.